Good morning. How's everybody doing? My name is Carvell Bailey, and I am the president and CEO of Bless the Ball Skill Development Academy. At Bless the Ball Skill Development Academy, we strive to educate and empower athletes on and off the playing field. And so I want to talk to you all today about a topic that I've been wanting to speak about for a while, but I think it's about time to speak on it. And that topic is coachability, being coachable. I think in today's world, they call it the microwave generation. We have so many individuals that want things now, and they are given a lot of things right away without earning it. So that then forces them to not be coachable. And what I mean by coachable, not even on the basketball court, or not only on the basketball court, but also in the classroom and even in life. Sometimes, or all good coaches have a coach. All good mentors have a mentor. All good teachers have a teaching coach. Everybody that is successful at some point has a coach, or had a coach, or keeps a coach to continue to bring them to their highest level. So I learned a long time ago in basketball camp that you had to be coachable. I started going to basketball camps probably back in 1988, 87. Don't want to date myself, but yeah, back 87, around time when I first started going to basketball camps, maybe even 86. But I learned a long time ago that you had to be coachable. And I think that this is destroying the youth of today with the ability to be coachable. And they don't want anyone to tell them things. And part of that, I think, is not only social media, but the adults' fault. They don't make people work for anything. And, just because, speaking of basketball, because I am a basketball coach, I'm a basketball teacher, is what I like to call myself. And I'm also an educator, but I also just love sports and love basketball. So I have a passion for it. And if you aren't able to be coachable, then you're no good to yourself or to those around you. And so I've had many players, many of whom are successful in their endeavors of today. I have many, a lot that didn't add up to what they could have been because they just wasn't coachable, and maybe thought that they were better than what they are, or didn't want to really give of themselves. And that's what being coachable is. You have to be able to take the good with the bad, take constructive criticism. You have to be able to be redirected. You have to be open to hearing other voices and understanding that someone is seeing something from a different vantage point, a different perspective, and they're trying to offer you what they can. Now, obviously, everybody doesn't know what they're talking about, or some people just negative Nancy's or just want to scrutinize. But a lot of times you can take what someone is giving you, and I like to say, if it applies, then let it stick. If it doesn't, let it go on one ear and out the other. But at least you've heard and you understand, and then maybe at some point you might be able to step back and see that. But I was looking at some highlights yesterday, and I'm sorry I missed it. I was always a Boston Celtics fan, a San Antonio Spurs fan. I'm more a fan of coaches instead of teams. My team may vary from one year to another because I'm a fan of coaches. I love coaching styles. I love studying coaches. I want to know why things are done, not necessarily how they're done. So I was looking yesterday, and I saw that San Antonio retired Tim Duncan's jersey. And The big fundamental, as Shaq coined them. I was watching Tim Duncan back when he and Randolph Childress were at Wake Forest, and he was fresh out of his country, and he was a volleyball player. And I know me and my buddy John L. Sloan used to watch him all the time because we just admired his techniques and his humbleness. But the biggest thing about Tim Duncan, why he's a Hall of Fame basketball player, why he will be in the Hall of Fame as soon as he's eligible, is because Tim Duncan epitomizes being coachable. Not only because he's humble, but year in and year out, his game evolved. And even when he had, issues with, just being a little bit slower, or injuries or whatever last year, he was very coachable and understanding that he would give of himself to make the team that much better. And they almost got, to where they needed to be again. So like when I watched that yesterday and I just thought about it, I said, okay, I need to talk about this today because I just left a semi-pro basketball game, and even on that level, I see so many individuals that may not be coachable on all levels, or they allow for themselves not to be coachable, and it really embarrasses you. It embarrasses you as a basketball player, makes your work look less than, and it's not really a good look, and that's on all levels. And I think that those individuals, again, that are successful, those individuals that you see are out there, killing, as you would say, you only go so far if you're not coachable. And you have to be able to sustain a certain amount of humility and wanting for someone to help you in the manner in which you're going. And I don't think that we do that as people anymore. And so, when I look at somebody like Tim Duncan or somebody like Kobe Bryant, even Michael Jordan, those guys epitomize being coachable. So, I just wanted to speak on that because it's too many people nowadays that are giving others a pass on, okay, well, you can play, so you can help us win, or you're just naturally smart, so you can help our test scores, or you understand the job, so you help our productivity, and that's basically what it's all about, production. When you aren't able to produce, then you may not be an asset anymore. But what are you doing to allow yourself to be an asset? And, this goes on so many different levels. I've been doing a lot of learning and studying financially and understanding different things and the real meaning of assets and liabilities, and just kind of coming into my own with trying to better myself and my family and leave a legacy, a great financial legacy also. And so you have to be coachable with that as well. But do you want to be an asset or a liability in whatever it is that you do? And if you want to be, then you have to be coachable, and you have to be willing to do everything that's necessary to put you in the situation in which you can become successful. So just take the time out and hear certain things that people that you trust, value their opinion, may tell you. Sometimes it's okay to ask someone as well. Again, yesterday I was at a game and one of my former players wasn't kind of complying with what was asked of them after the game. And I've always been a straight shooter, and, I won't name his name, but, I wouldn't talk to him and say, listen, you're either part of the team or you're not, and so this is what you need to do. And he joined them. And that was, I was proud of him for that, because he was coachable with me. But again, you can't just be coachable with one person. That has to be part of your makeup. You have to be willing to do certain things to evolve and present yourself in the manner in which you want to do better. You want to know better. You want to learn. And if you're not doing that, then you're going to reach your peak real soon. And once you reach that peak and others catch up to you, that's the difference, I always say, in being a hooper and being a basketball player. And if you don't understand that, I'll speak on that maybe later on today or tomorrow, because I'm going to start these videos pretty frequently to get those familiar with our brand, Bless the Ball Skill Development Academy, get them familiar with me for those that don't know me, and just to kind of educate a little bit, give you some nuggets to educate you on what will help you out as a basketball player and also in life. So again, I just wanted to talk to you all about being coachable. I have a shirt on today, and my dad used to always tell me, see if I can get you all to see it. So the shirt says, "What's in your left shirt pocket?" And he used to always say that. We used to go watch basketball games, and he used to always say, yeah, that person is good, but they don't have nothing in their left shirt pocket. And I used to always wonder, like, man, what is he talking about? Like a pen case? Because I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and sometimes people have pen cases on their shirts and things, and he would say, no, your heart, and you have to have a certain type of heart, certain type of character in order to be coachable also. So what's in your left shirt pocket that's going to allow for you to be humble, allow for you to be able to listen and be open, to individuals. If you have to run a certain amount, or if you have to be in the gym and, shoot a certain number of free throws, if you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable position to get you to the next level, are you willing to do that and be that coachable to get you there? Otherwise, again, you're just being stagnant, and you're only going to reach a certain level of your potential. So I hope this video helps someone. Don't think that you're better than what you are. You can always get better, but you have to be willing to learn. Every great leader was an even better follower. A lot of times we have people that aren't good followers that want to be leaders. Well, how are you going to be a leader if you were never coachable yourself? And that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. So, I think the state of basketball is terrible. Again, that's just my opinion. That's why I formed my company a couple of years ago. I'm not the best coach. I'm not the best educator, but I'm damn good. And I understand that I can tell you everything to do. I can give you every drill to do. I can give you every exercise. I can give you every scouting report. And I used to, the thing that myself and some of my coaching mentors and buddies talk about is, we can go over a scouting report and we can watch film all day and all night and say, hey, number 24 is going to go left, 3 dribbles, and then he's going to spin back right. And when he spin back right, he's going to finger roll it, and it's unstoppable. Know what's going to happen. And we tell them all the time. So watch it. What happens? Number 24, go left, dribble 3 times, spin, finger roll. And it's like, didn't we just watch film on that forever? You know, and they knew what was coming. But it doesn't matter if you aren't coachable. You know, if you're like, man, he can't stick me. I'm, better than him. I'm do all that. But if you haven't prepared yourself in order to go into battle, then you're doing yourself a disservice. So, again, I'll be coming to you all kind of short, quick videos. This is the first one, so it's a little bit long, and hopefully you guys listen to the end. Actually, if you listen to the end of this, then when I finish, I want you to type coachable in the comment box and share this with someone that you know